everybody. It is Daphne Matthews with Laura Entertainment. You know who the hell I am. You see me enough anyway, but I have been in hiatus lately. I do apologize, but I'm a crazy busy person. We are sitting down at the director's corner with Christian Schu. He is here from Germany. What's up, man?
Thank you so much, Daphne. Thank you for having me here.
No problem. How's Germany? Is it cold?
These days it's pretty cold, yeah, and like those typical kind of foggy, rainy weather, drizzling. You actually don't want to go out.
Really? With just rain? Hey, I'd be happy for some rain.
Oh, okay. No, we have enough here. Yeah? You just come by and pick some. Yeah?
Hey, rain over snow any day.
I'm looking forward for snow, but it's not coming. It's only raining and yeah, not nice.
Really?
Those kind of weather you just want to stick at home and don't want to leave.
You prefer the snow over rain.
Definitely, definitely. As long as it's not like, yeah, you still can walk around, you still can walk around without getting wet, let's say like that, yeah, because it's cold enough. When you go into your house, you just do like this, and everything is off your jacket, and that's it. But with rain, yeah, you need an umbrella anytime.
Yeah, but what about the people who actually have to stand out in that cold for a long period of time and they would prefer that rain over that snow any
Yeah, okay, I can understand that as well.
yeah. See,
True.
I know because my son, he was stationed over that way and
Oh,
he used to go into Germany and he would send me
okay.
pictures and over there and it was snowing over there. And
Mhm.
he said it was ridiculously cold in that snow. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, better you than me, man, because it was like 50. It was 50 here and like minus 28 over there. I'm like,
Yeah,
better you than
yeah,
me
yeah,
right
yeah,
now because I'm good with this here. It gets
yeah,
too
yeah.
cold.
Yeah,
But
this I can understand, of course.
yeah, yeah. There's places over here that get the cold, like Wisconsin and Chicago.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I feel for them people. I'm sorry about your guys' luck. I wouldn't live there if you paid me to.
That's different, and I mean, I have to give you this as well. If there is 1 week of snow and you need to remove the snow every day, this is also nothing nice. I totally can understand. Yeah? So as long as it's snowing but not like a meter high or something like that, then
Mm,
it's perfect.
yeah. Yeah. So tell us about your career.
Well, okay. I don't even know how to start, but let me try it anyway. Yeah.
Start at the beginning.
Um, so long story short, after school and college, I didn't really know what to do. All I knew was I need to make some money, right? So I started with insurance. I sold insurances, became an insurance broker. But after a few years, I realized this is nothing that satisfies me. So I've been remembering myself, like, okay, what was it that you really wanted to do when you've been a little boy, a child? And then I had this picture in my head when I saw myself when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old, and I was sitting down with Lego bricks, and I was really building those kind of Lego bricks. But instead of what other kids were building, like police stations, fire stations, and those kind of things, I've been building TV studios and film sets, and I've been watching a lot of TV when I was younger, and every time I was watching some news show or some talk show, I was like, why they do the trailer like this? Why they don't use these kind of pictures and that kind of intro? And so I've been like from yeah, when I was really a little boy, I was already like very creative and was drawing some kind of intro and was playing with those Lego bricks. So when I was yeah, after earning some money and being in this industry for a few years, um, I was remembering this, and it didn't get away anymore. it was like a seed planted in my brain, you know? And and actually I've been at a like a crossroad. I needed to decide where I want to go. Do I want to go back to sell insurances and do that for the rest of my life maybe, or what do I want to do? And for me it was always like I wanted to combine technical equipment, because I love technical stuff, together with some creative things. So, and that was 2015, and then I decided, I guess it was like 2 or 3 weeks, I decided, okay, that's it. I will become a filmmaker. So I called some friends in, and we built a green screen studio, very small one, 50 square meter. And I started out with mostly commercials and advertising kind of clips, and from there on, it developed. And one of my first big client, I've been very lucky, I had very good connections, was the WTA, the Women's Tennis Association. That was already in 2016. I had not much idea of filming yet, but still they were happy to try that out with me. And for their matches, for their tennis matches, they always bring their own people, but they wanted to have somebody to film those kind of VIP events in the back, the players when they are not playing, like those kind of socializing events. They wanted to film this and wanted to have this as some advertising, some commercial for them. So I did that, and I did pretty well, I guess, because I was doing the next two tournaments in the following 2 years. I've been doing for them as well. There were three tournaments. That was back then was in Mallorca. It's a Spanish island, beautiful Spanish island, and and I did that for them for the whole 3 years, and then there was no more tournament. That was more or less, was my first big client, let's say. And since then, many things happened, and actually, most of my clients I gained through word of mouth. I received calls, I was introduced to people, and from there I took I helped a lot of speakers in Germany, a lot of popular German speakers, like for sure Tony Robbins. Yeah. So in Germany we also have our kind of Tony Robbins. Yeah. He's the biggest German speaker. I was filming for him for a few events, and also online courses and those kind of things. And after that, I started in the hi-fi industry, and since then I have many clients from there, doing mostly commercials and social media content. I mean, these days you have a campaign and it's all brought to TV, it's brought to the movies if they have the money for it, of course, if they want to spend this money, but mostly it's shown on websites, on social media, Google ads, Facebook ads, and all those kind of things. You will see it more or less, the whole campaign will be all around. If it's on broadcast, it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, but then it will be ongoing on their website, on social media, where the whole story is told. So this is what I'm doing for my clients. And and just recently I almost finished post-production for the first ever it's a featurette. It's not a feature film, it's not a short film, it's 42 minutes, so it's like in the middle, and
Yeah.
it's called Seconds in Eternity. That's the first time I did production and directing for like a feature or featurette. Um, yeah, and so this is soon coming out. Hopefully, we want to bring it to film festivals, of course, and see how good or bad we did, and then see the results. So this is basically it. That's what I'm doing the whole time, and I travel a lot. I have many clients in Europe. I have clients in the UAE, in Dubai, and I'm also often in Asia, in Southeast Asia, mostly in Malaysia. So I'm
Tell me about
traveling.
sorry. Tell me about
No
that picture on the beach.
Okay, sure.
Tell me
That
about
was actually, yes, that was in Phuket, island of Phuket in Thailand. That was 4 seconds in eternity for this featurette that I just mentioned. It was crazy. It was basically a low to no budget production. The whole film we had 15,000 euro. This is equivalent to $18,000 roughly. So I guess you know about film production. This is nothing. This is not much at all. And so we had this very popular German actor who didn't play since 2017. He's been all over TV for 30, 40 years. And then he retired in Thailand. He moved from Germany. He wanted to have it warm and nice and beach all the day. So he and his wife, they moved to Thailand, but we wanted to have them in the film. And my actress, the main actress of the movie, she knows him pretty well. So he was willing to do one last role, one last time filming. And we've we've been flying to Thailand. For me, it was basically home play because I was just coming from Malaysia over to Thailand. This is 1.5 hours flight, very easy. It's yeah, no big deal. And she was coming over from Germany, and then basically we've been a team, 4 people plus a monk who helped us to have him understand what he can do as a monk, because he was wearing this monk robe, this orange colored yeah, uniform that the Thai monks wear. And this guy was helping him to like really act sensible and good. And he also helped us to be able to film in the temple, actually, which is not so easy to get, because the Thai people, they are very careful with this religion. You cannot just do whatever you want about this. You need to be very careful that you draw a good picture, yeah, that you talk it in a good way, something like this. So we ended up for the last scene at this beach, and we were lucky that the day was not so good. In the picture, it's not so easy to see, but this day was actually not so sunny, not so nice. So we've been lucky there were not many people at the beach, and we can just film our scenes. We've been there, I think, 2 or 3 hours, done the scene itself 2.5, 3 minutes altogether. So it was a pretty straightforward. Okay, film, go, done. The 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 sound recording we needed to do later on because it was too loud, and it was not possible for them even to wear lavalier microphones. It was just too loud from the waves. So we needed to, and with such a small team, it wasn't just possible. Yeah, but that was actually that was at the beach. This picture, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I couldn't figure out if that was a real monk, if you were making a commercial, or what you were doing. I was like, that's the first thing I'm going to ask him about as soon as I get face to face with him, because I was kind of curious about that picture. I'm like, yeah,
Sure, sure,
I'm
sure,
definitely
sure.
going to ask him about that one once I get on there, because I was a little, but it looks like you filmed that at a good time though, because the sun was up in the picture.
Yes, the sun was up, but the sun was not too harsh. You always have the problem that you have a lot of reflections and a lot of shadows when the sun is like really up, and you always need to check your NDs with your camera, the ND filter. We've been lucky that half of the day, especially when we were when we were shooting those long walking scenes, we've been lucky that the sun was a little bit covered. It was a little bit not foggy, but misty, a little bit like not 100% sun power, and we've been really lucky with this, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else are you working on? You working on anything else besides the featurette?
Actually, yes, but it's still in pre-production. It's a feature. This time it's going to be a feature film. It's called Sin and Sinners. I can't say too much about it at the moment because the script is not even finished. But it's going to be a pretty intense film about a yeah, it's basically the story is a hero who is fighting with its own weapons against the corruption and against the um, yeah, how to say, the dark side. You know, there are things the police can deal with and the justice system can deal with very well, and then there is things that is even deeper. Nobody knows about it. It's not so obvious. It happens in the shadows, and this person knows about these shadows, and he wants to fight against it. Actually, I'm sorry that I say he because it's going to be a she. It's going to be a woman who is fighting against these, yeah, bad people. Let's say it
The
like
underground market.
something like that. Yes,
The underground. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that's everywhere.
yes. That's everywhere. Also,
It's
every country has
everywhere.
it.
I mean,
Yes,
because you've got your criminals, and then you've got your high criminals, and then you got your
yes,
criminals that you're never gonna know about because you'll just never know
exactly.
about that. And then you've got
Exactly. The ones nobody will ever catch.
oh,
Yeah,
well, there's
yeah.
that's probably about 50, 60% of them.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Believe
So
that.
at least, of course, this film will be fictional, but yeah,
To an extent.
I hope it will
To an
show
extent, it
something.
would be fictional because I mean, in all reality, you're basing it off something that could possibly potentially be true, outside of it being a superhero.
Yes. No,
You
no,
know,
it's not going to be a superhero. It's just it's not a like those kind of Batman, Superman films. It's just a, let's say, normal person who had enough of this uh, kind of people.
so in a way, it wouldn't be fictional. I mean, if you think about it, because in reality, it would be more like vigilante. Vigilante.
Yes, we.
I've had
I
enough
mean,
of your
we.
shit. You're going
Yes.
down.
Yes, something like this. I mean,
Take
of
that.
course, we all hope it can be non-fictional. I would like if this is a
Yeah,
if this is a
but the world's
documentary.
not a utopia, man. you know, it's not a utopia, and I think it'd be
No.
damn boring if it was. If
Yes.
this
Yes.
world was a utopia and it was all sunshine and rainbows and buttercup and all, it'd just be pretty damn boring. I think.
Yes. True.
I mean, who the
True.
hell wants to live that day every
No,
day?
and we also plan it. I mean, it must be fictional. Is a movie, but we plan to make it as realistic as possible. Those kind of crimes that are happening in this movie, they are not like you've never heard about something like this. Even it might be a conspiracy theory or whatever, but you heard about that before in the news, maybe outside of the mainstream, but you might heard about it before. So we want to go into this kind of topic, let's say, and
There is
dive deep.
always truth somewhere in a conspiracy theory. Because that
There
theory
is
would have never been brought to light had there never been something mentioned or something happened
100%
while
agree.
bring that.
Yes,
I'll tell
yes.
you.
It wouldn't be a conspiracy theory coming up if this is, let's, yeah, utter bullshit.
I mean,
If
I'm
this is,
not saying it can't be taken too far, but
yes,
still always some truth in those theories.
absolutely,
Got to be smart
absolutely,
enough to
yes,
figure it out. You know,
yes, yeah,
some
yeah,
people
true.
are just dumb as hell. Figure it out. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what I tell people. I'm brutally honest. And especially
Perfect.
when it comes to law, that's what I actually went to school for, you know,
Oh, all right.
forensics. And
Yes.
Like, there are so many idiots out there. I don't have no problem calling them like it. I don't. I call it like I see it. And
Yes. Yes.
if somebody's an idiot, they're an idiot. And I just
True. 100% agree.
I just don't have a problem saying it. I just say
Yes.
what everybody else is thinking. And I told one of my friends, I'm like, I'm that friend that you do
Mhm.
not have on speakerphone because
Yes.
if you have me on speakerphone, please don't be in public. Don't, you know,
Yes.
just don't,
Yeah.
don't, because I'm probably going to piss everybody off around you, you know, just don't do it.
But on the contrary, you don't want to have people that you need to be careful what you are talking. You don't want to have these people around you, like really around you, really close to you. That's what I believe.
I got to watch what
You
I say. I don't want them to fuck around me anyway. I'll
yes,
tell you that right now. I mean,
yeah,
if they're gonna cry about it, then they're just too sensitive to be around me.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
their problem. But you want to talk your truth and you want to talk what you believe in. And if somebody has a problem with that or is feels offended, yeah, sorry, then bye bye.
Right?
It's very easy,
I mean,
very simple.
I don't coddle people. It is what it is. It's
Yes.
reality. If you can't deal with it, go get you a bottle of tequila and go cry somewhere. That's the way I deal with
True,
it, because I'm
true.
sorry, the world is a cruel place. It is.
Absolutely. Yes,
And the world's not, it wasn't here to please you, and everything's not going to go your way. And
yes,
you're not entitled. You know, it's not everybody's
yes,
job to hand out to you or to say things. Everybody has an opinion, and this is something people need to get past and
yes,
learn to deal with and stop crying like a bunch of little entitled babies. And I'm not just saying this because, of what happened with politics and that bullshit, because you know what? I don't care about that shit. But
mhm,
people anymore, they can't, like, that's something else I had said recently, can't even have conversations about politics. They got to unfriend people and this. Dude, stop. You're losing friends or you're losing your fan base because you all
yes,
just can't sit down. First off, politics ain't got room, shouldn't be in the entertainment industry anyway. And second,
yes, true.
why it's not even worth losing your fan base over. You need to just move on.
No,
Just leave it out.
correct?
Leave it out. Keep your opinions, about it to yourselves and move on about your day. Go do what you're
Yes,
going to do on election day. Be done with it, you know,
yes,
and
exactly,
stop crying about it. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Crying about it.
Exactly.
No,
Focus on what you have in common. So many people these days, they focus on what is dividing them. I'm left, you are right, you are this, I'm that. Whatever. What do you have in common? What is the thing you can talk about? Find some
right,
basic ground for both of you. And then
right,
from there you go on. Why you want to discuss this one topic?
right. You know what I'm saying? You done lost somebody who could have been your best friend in the whole world because your opinion. Oh my god. I mean, how do you think
Yes.
people got along back then? Do you think things
Yes.
changed so bad that people didn't still have their own separate opinions back then?
Yes.
No, they were just wiser and they sat
Yes. I
and they
also believe that.
talked about the shit instead of unfriend,
Yes.
block. Oh my god, what is wrong with you
They
people?
just they just keep it by themselves. They shut up and they find some common ground. Done. Very easy.
Facts.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
People get they get on my
you
nerves.
don't need yeah, you don't need to marry this other person. I mean, relax. It's just a conversation. You don't need to attack each other. Just relax.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to do that though. That's the problem.
Yeah. I think it's because too many people feel so easily offended for no reason. My God, it's not about you. It's not about me. Relax.
Well, even that's why, the censor this, I've only had time to bring on one comedian so far. Um,
Mhm.
because I keep circling back to other things. So,
Yeah.
but that I started that censor this because comedians, they can't the comedy, what the hell happened to the comedy? Everybody's censoring the comedy. Oh my God.
Yes.
Let them tell their jokes. Quit
Yes.
crying like little. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but I'm just going to say it. Quit
Yes.
crying like little bitches. You know what? Because you
Yes.
know what? Comedy used to be so funny, but now
Yes.
you've got this politically correct bullshit, and you all
And
done ruined it all. You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's everywhere. It's not only in the US, it's everywhere.
Oh, it is everywhere. It's everywhere, even in England, because the last
Yes.
comedian I brought on was from the
Yes.
UK.
Yes. And they have such a good sense of humor, black humor. They don't care about anything. They
Right,
just they just go right against it, no
right,
matter minorities, whatever. Just make fun of them, and that's it.
right.
And where's the big deal?
But here's the kicker, right? The people that are offended,
Yes.
the same people, and I know this for a fact because I have enough friends and I have enough kids and I have enough
Mhm.
of their friends, and nobody can even come at me and try to say this shit right here ain't true. The
Mhm.
people that are offended are the same people telling those damn jokes that they're telling people not to say to each other. And I know that
Yes.
because I heard the shit myself. So don't
Mm.
cry when other people are saying the same shit because
Yes.
there's no difference. There's none. No difference. It's not okay for you to go joke with other people about the same shit that you're crying about other people joking about. Just get over it.
Totally agree. Yes.
Get over it. I mean,
Yes.
comedy is going to make a comeback. Seriously.
Yes.
If I got to bring every comedian in the world on my damn show, I will. Just so we can have, you know, I swear I will. Seriously, because I don't censor my shows. I'm not going to
Yes.
censor my shows.
Yes. And that's nice.
I'm not
That's
mainstream. I don't care,
yeah.
you know?
I don't know if you know Little Britain, the TV the comedy show. Do you know? Do you remember them? It's years ago. Little Britain.
No.
It's really okay. If you ever have a chance to watch some episode, it's hilarious. It's really funny. They make jokes about everyone, just
It's called
everyone.
Little Britain.
Little Britain.
Is that on the BBC?
Yes, it
Okay.
was on the BBC. Now I think not allowed to show anymore.
The BBC
Uh,
not allowed to
and
show it on the BBC. Really?
if with a big disclaimer, please don't get offended. We are making jokes about this and about that. Yeah, they were joking about people in wheelchairs, with disabled people, Indians, black, everyone, gays, no matter what.
Oh my God.
Just they were ridiculously joking, and it was so funny, Daphne. It was so funny. It was. I basically not grow up with this. I was already like maybe 20, but it's almost 20 years ago. It's really nice.
I'm
I
going to
mean,
tell you how mixed race my family is. Okay. And
mhm.
I don't think I've ever really said this in an interview, but this is why I don't care what people think about what I say
Yeah,
because
it,
my family is so mixed race, it's not even funny. I'm Italian and Indian. I'm Cherokee and Apache. Okay.
huh,
Two different types of Indian. My kids are Hawaiian. Two of my kids are
okay,
Hawaiian. Then my sister-in-law, she's black. My niece is mixed race. Okay. Then my brother who passed away was half Chinese and his
hmm,
grandmother was full Chinese. Okay. My
okay,
family is blended races everywhere, and this is no shit. And people would sit there and look at my brother because my brother had all my kids for some odd reason call him Uncle Chink
okay,
because his eyes because he would walk he smoked, okay, I'll just say that. And
yeah,
he would walk around with his eyes, so, you know, everybody pick on
Yeah.
him for that. Well, anyway, he'd sit there and say it himself. He'd say it his damn self. Hey, he's Chinese. He can say whatever fuck he wants. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Who's gonna argue with
Absolutely.
him? He's Chinese. But other people would look at him like he was in the wrong for saying it. But then he was like, I'm Chinese. I don't care what the hell they say. And I'm like, as it should be. And then my sister-in-law, you know what I mean? She'd have and we would have those conversations because when me and Toya would sit there and talk, uh,
Mhm.
I didn't mean to even call her out her name like that. But we'd sit there and talk, and we would just get heated by all the shit that people would be offended by. And we'd have the same damn conversation because people sit there and cry like little babies, man.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know?
And the same thing, definitely the same thing. You say something, you have some strong opinion about something. Like in my case, I don't remember what I said, but then I'm called a racist. And then I say, oh, I'm a racist. Okay, good. You tell that to my Chinese wife, yeah? Because my wife is Chinese, yeah? So what do you want now?
Right?
If I'm a racist, why do I marry a Chinese? Tell
Right.
me, please.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How can I be a
Exactly.
racist?
Oh,
It's
somebody tried
ridiculous.
to say that shit about me one time, and I was like, "Really?" I was like, "That's funny." I was like, "Because you know what? Why don't you come to my house one time? Why don't you come to my house on a weekend when my family stops by, and then
Yes.
you'll just see how fucking racist I really am." You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was like, "Because
Very
one
funny, right?
visit,
Very funny.
you're gonna be like, oh, well, huh? Maybe I should shut up now and leave. Yeah, maybe you should because
But
you'll never
yeah,
say this shit again. You know what I mean?"
but yeah, but those people who bring it up in the first place, they won't shut up.
Yeah.
They will. It's non-stop going on.
And one of my best friends is Spanish. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really?" I mean, I swear, and I joke with her all the time, and she picks on me because she calls me her Dago, which is fine. I don't care. I
Mhm.
don't get offended. I'm not a crybaby, but I call her my little taco. You know, we have jokes, we have names for each other. Don't cry
Yes, and that's
about it.
okay.
People are so
Yes.
sick wine so much, it's not even funny. It's shit you do with your friends, man. People just
Yes.
they get so offended, it's not even funny. It's not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just like, there's some stuff going on in, LA with a certain party that was arrested, and
Okay.
people are affiliated with people, in this business. But just because you went to somebody's house one time doesn't mean you're there all the time, and don't really mean that you actually know what the hell's going on behind closed doors. You
Absolutely.
And the reason kind of why I'm making this little statement right here is because there's some shit that got said out there in the public that kind of pissed me off in
Okay.
regards to, I'm just going to come right out and say it. And this is about that Diddy shit. And this is about Mila and Ashton. And
Okay.
the reason why is I know when people try to say shit about those two hanging out and being friends, whatever, just because they might have went to a party together or hung out, whatever, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It don't mean that they're over there kicking it, with the fucking baby oil he bought from Costco or whatever the hell in that interview I watched that one time, that
Mhm.
attorney that pissed me off, oh, he went to Costco, he bought a freaking 1,000 bottles. It happens. No, the fuck it don't. Shut up. Ain't
Mm.
nobody goes to
Yeah.
Costco and buys 1,000 bottles of baby oil, man. Shut up. You're an idiot. You're probably the one that got him the card and you probably went. You probably went to one of them parties. Shut up. That's the way I feel about that. But as far as Mila and Ashton are concerned, I'm gonna have to stick up for them too, right there, because I know for a fact that I have seen Ashton Kutcher, okay,
Mhm.
fighting to bring home little girls that have been human trafficking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I got his back on this shit. You know,
Yes. Understand.
and I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you're somebody who's going and hanging out with Diddy, you ain't gonna be going in front of Congress to bring home girls that are trafficked or
Yes.
wait, that are trafficked. So
True.
people in
True.
the world keep their names out your mouth because
Yes.
once you learn all the details behind people before you start slamming people in the media. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying
True.
that just because I'm in the entertainment industry, because I'm not out there hanging out with these people. But I
Yeah.
am somebody who did go to school for this kind of shit. And I'm telling you right now, do your research before you run off
Yes.
with your face. Because
100% agree. I
that's
mean,
shit.
you
It's
also you also get to know people. They are introduced to you. You shake hands. Maybe you sit together with them for 2 or 3 hours in the evening.
great.
Somebody will take a picture of you, and then the next day, this person is accused of something. Maybe true, yeah, maybe true. But what do you have to do with it?
How did
Sorry.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can go to their house for a party, but it doesn't mean
Yes.
that shit that they're doing on those nights are happening at them parties that you went to because they're keeping that shit under lock and key. They don't want you to
Yes.
know about that shit either. It's
Yes.
called a
True.
facade, man. Some
True.
people, only certain people are going to know about that shit. It don't mean
Correct.
other people are going to know about that shit because
Yes.
that's the whole thing. It's an underground shit. It's underground. They're not going to tell everybody, of
Of
course,
course not.
because guess what? They're going to jail. So there's only going to
Yes.
be very few limited people that are going to know about that. They're not
Yes.
going to
Like
tell
the inner circle. Yes.
and they're definitely not going to tell somebody who is
Yeah.
fighting to bring home human traffic victims.
Of course not.
I
Yes.
mean, what the hell are you all thinking when
Yeah.
you're out there running your mouths?
But that's how it works these days. I mean, the newspapers and the media, they need to sell a story, so they will make it big. No matter what, no matter it's true or not, it doesn't matter because tomorrow it will be another news headline already.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
That's why people like me enter.
yeah,
I
you
can't
know,
stand the mainstream because that's why people, the directors, a lot of directors come on for me because I'm not mainstream. I'm not
yes,
going to censor. I'm not going
yes.
to spin anything that I put out. Anything. Nothing.
Definitely. Many years ago, I filmed a few times for quite a large newspaper in Europe. It's the biggest newspaper in Europe, and there was I filmed for them. There was a party. It was a summer party, and I've been there the whole evening. I filmed the whole event. I've seen all the stars and celebrities and so on. All right, and next day, I've been taking this newspaper headline and I've seen a picture of a celebrity male looking into this direction and a celebrity female looking into this direction. It looked like they are looking at each other. And written below was, why does she flirt with him on a party even though she's married to the other person? All right. But you know what was the big deal in this problem or in this situation? They weren't attending the party at the same time. He was gone when she arrived. I know, I filmed there.
Photoshop.
Yeah, yes. And just for a headline, just for this headline. And at the next moment, maybe this woman got a problem with the husband, you know? Because of this headline, because it really looked like they were looking at each other, they were facing each other. But again, they were not there at the same time. They didn't talk with each other. So
Wow.
and after I've seen this, after
Mhm.
I've realized this, I stopped working for that company. It's not.
Did you see what I'll tell you one thing I recently watched too, was and I tell you what, McConaughey, I love
Mhm.
what he did to that chick on the top.
Okay.
She went to it was political, okay? Well, it
Mhm.
started to get political. And
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey shut that shit down real quick. Real
Okay.
quick. And I cracked up, man, when he did what he did. I thought it was so funny what he did to what he said to Joy. because it's like they're purposely trying to piss these people off. Stop it. If you keep that
Yes.
shit up, you're never gonna have any more guests, man. Stop
Yes.
it. You're pissing
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
off. Quit provoking. You're poking a bear, you know? Quit it.
Yes. True.
And McConaughey, dude, for real. Get
Nice. Yes.
seriously, that's what some of these people need is a wake up call. Like, I mean, they're all people too. Just because they do what that's the point we make on here,
Yes.
because people are in
It's
this industry, they're
yeah.
people. They're still people. It's a job,
Yes.
you know.
I agree, but they push an agenda. They push their own agenda until the limit, until nobody wants to hear that anymore. I mean, there are so many topics these days you can barely discuss with certain people, I want to say. Yeah, because they will like almost kill you for speaking up about it. And it's so tiring. For me, it's so tiring. You,
Bring it. I don't
yeah.
care who I piss off, you
So
know.
I
That's the
when
way
it comes to
it is.
certain topics, I just yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Good. Keep it to yourself
Mhm.
or talk to the wall. I don't know. Maybe the wall will listen good, but not me.
They just
It's
I don't know.
they
People
just
just they
want to
they don't think before they don't think before they react. That's the problem.
no.
They
Yes, and that's what you just said before. Before, long ago, the people, they also had political opinions. They also had a strong mind about something, but they were clever enough to have a normal conversation with people without bringing up those controversial topics that you need to fight about. And sorry to say that they still had some standards to keep a conversation clean.
class,
That's what I think.
class,
Yes, class.
class, because the world nowadays done lost its damn mind, man.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I am
True. Yeah.
dead serious. The education systems, everything, pretty much.
Yes.
Everybody's done
Yes.
went batshit crazy. For
Really.
real.
True.
I mean,
100%
I hate
agree.
to say it, but that's truth.
Yes.
Everybody's lost their damn mind. I don't know if it's from having, maybe these up to their heads too long,
Maybe.
radiation done fried the brain cells, you know.
But
I,
also, if you see these days, you go to a restaurant or yeah, you go to a restaurant, you see the kids sitting only with the phone in front of them. They're watching some cartoon or some whatever they watch just to have them shut up so the parents can do whatever they want. There is no more actually the parents, most of them at least, there are always people who still do it in a good way, yeah, but mostly I see that to yeah, make the kids shut up instead of talking with them, explaining things to them, actually raising them, educating them. All of this is not happening anymore, as far as I can see it in Germany, but also in the UAE, in Asia. It's all over. It's all the same. The kids they learn from this little phone from mommy and daddy when they are 2 or 3 years old already, and their eyes like this, like this into the monitor, and that's it. That's it. You can't. You
Japan has a good school system.
yes.
My daughter was in the army, and when she got out, because I was asking her what she was going to do, and she was
Yes.
talking about being a teacher, and she was telling me about the about going to Japan. I'm like, why in the hell do you want to go to Japan? And then she started explaining the school systems over there. So I started researching,
Yeah.
what
Really different.
they do over there. And I tell you what, they don't hire janitors. Did you know that?
No.
Have the kids come in, they clean, they do their work at the end of the day, or I guess they go to their lunch, they do their lunch, eat their lunch, they clean
Mm-hmm.
cafeteria, then
Yeah. Yeah.
They go back, they learn, they clean,
Mhm.
they go home. There's there ain't none of this shit. They learn, like,
Yeah.
learn, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
yeah.
around when I went to school.
Nice. Yeah,
I
I
forgot
also
when I was like
I've
16,
been to
I
school
got a pager.
without phone. Yes. There
I got
was
a
no phone around.
I had a
Yeah.
pager, 16. Buddy, I tell you, I was happy as hell to have pager, like, woo, you know?
Okay, I have to admit I had a phone when I was 15 or 16 as well, and it already had, I think, 8 ringtones. Yeah. And that's it. No WhatsApp, no Facebook, no nothing like this. Nothing.
Well, see, at least you had a phone.
Yeah. But I was
Big difference between
if
us.
I recall, I'm really happy to grow up without social media. Seriously, I'm happy.
I'm
We've been
on
going out,
social media,
we've
but
been
I don't.
playing outside with friends.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely.
Mhm. Oh, they don't do that anymore.
No.
No, very seldom. I mean, like where I'm at right now, you'll see kids out. Actually,
Mhm.
but I mean, very,
Nice.
very seldom you don't see kids like that. But
Yeah.
when I was growing up, hell, shit, you came in,
Yes.
street lights are on, time to go home, out running.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
you can't text
Exactly.
somebody. You had to go find that person if you wanted to hang out
Yes.
with that person. You had to ride
Yes.
your bike for like a mile and a half, 2 miles, whatever, to find these people. You
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Or you needed to call landline. If you were lucky, you will catch him or her. If.
yeah.
And if
But
not, then not. Then the next day.
I mean, in reality, though, back then the streets were more safe than they are.
True.
You know,
True. As
so
well. True. Very true.
on the upside, and I will say there is an upside to these damn devices, is these right here can actually track your kids.
Yes.
So that is the upside to that. But
Yes. That's a good
other than
thing. True.
that, as far as them having their heads in the shit constantly, yes, I do agree with that. But keeping track of them, especially with as dangerous as the streets are here in
Yes.
this country, you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, that's the only thing those are good for.
It's always pro and con to everything, more
Yeah.
or less. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what kind of advice outside of everything we just talked about do you have for any aspiring artists?
Ah, the artist just starting out or in the industry already?
Anybody wanting to get in, like younger people or people maybe just coming in, as far as learning?
Okay. When I started, I was coming from basically nowhere. I didn't go to film school. I didn't learn anything by the book. I taught it to myself. I watched tons of YouTube videos and I just did it. I just started out buying a camera, standing there, filming. Okay, this looks terrible, and we do it again. So yeah, very, very easy. I made so many mistakes, and I believe that is actually why I am where I am today. It's the mistakes you have to make in your career. If you learn it by the book, um, uh, I've been on a set many years ago in Berlin, and we had a few people from film school helping, supporting us. And they were, to me, it was terrible. Sorry. Yeah. It was terrible because they were inexperienced. They were more or less fresh from school. And then there was like this director saying, yeah, you cannot do it like this. You cannot do it like that. You have to do it the way I tell you now. And it is done like that. And I was like, okay, but for this, you need 8 or 9 people. You need a first AC, a second AC. You need the gaffer, you need a sound guy. We don't have them. We are 3 people. Now what? Are you going to help or not? So it's, and this kind of people, yeah, yeah, I think you need to have budget pressure, budget limits to understand, okay, I can't just sit on my chair, on my directing chair, and somebody will bring me my coffee and somebody will bring me a monitor and now I direct. You have to go hands-on, and you need to do something by yourself with maybe alone, maybe one time alone. That's maybe what I can give as an advice. I'm also thinking still about your question. Yeah, what is the right answer for this? I think you need to go through every department by yourself. You need to understand how to level sound appropriately, so you don't have popping later on in the post production. You need to know how to edit. Otherwise, your editor can tell you, oh, this is not working within this program. And you will be like, oh, okay. If he or she says so, yeah, maybe it's true. How do you know if you never did it? So you need to experience all of this by yourself. You need to understand, what does a sunbeam in your face looks like, and why is it not a good idea if the rest is not lit accordingly, you know? You need to experience it by yourself. And besides this, all I can say is do it. I started with zero knowledge, and I learned so much on the way. And I think this is actually, I mean, I love what I do. I really love what I do. I've made a lot of money before in the finance industry, and it didn't make me happy. I wanted to do something creative, and I wanted to be this filmmaker. Uh, I'm working alone, I'm working with a team. It depends on the project, but I love to be creative. I can write a script and I can direct it and I can film all of this. And I'm maybe not the best with this department or best with that department, but I have basic knowledge of all of this. And I think that's what you really need. Otherwise, yeah, everybody can tell you whatever they want, and you are just there to believe it. It's the same, I believe, with everything. If you've never been swimming in your life, everybody can
Don't
tell
get your head in
you how is
the
the
pool.
water. Yes,
Stay out the pool.
yeah, it's terrible. You cannot do that. Yeah, all right. How do you
Jump.
know? Yeah, yeah.
Right. I'm
So
telling you, it's trial and error, man. Trial
yes,
and error. You're not
if you want
going
to
to
be
learn
creative,
nothing if you
jump.
don't try to do it.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a trial and error thing. If you can't swim, don't get in the pool, you know,
Correct. Correct.
or at least watch a bunch of damn videos and
Yes.
the
Have a
bathtub.
look how it works. Carefully start, but start. Otherwise, you will be always sitting at the side and looking at the other people swimming in the pool. And that's also what I believe. If you have an idea, you want to do something, for God's sake, do it. There will be no right time for this. There will be no right
They
time.
got adult floaties, man. The
Just do
floaty
it.
devices, you put them on, they just float across the pool. You would be the observer of the whole production. Sitting
Yeah,
out
but
the sky while everybody else is just working
but
around people.
it's true. That's what I learned in my life, really. Yeah, it's if you don't do it, nobody wants you to change anyway. Nobody around you has any interest in you changing. So you need to do it by yourself. Pretty easy. You want to be this kind of person? Yeah, go get
Well,
it. Actually, because we've been talking about Matthew McConaughey before, right? I watched this speech of him where I think he won an Oscar Academy Award, if not mistaken, and he was at the stage and he was asked, "Who is your hero?" For sure, you've seen this scene. He was standing there and he said, "I was asked, who is my hero? Who is my hero?" And I said, "I don't know. I will get back to you." And then 4 weeks later, this person, I forget already, asked him again, "So, did you think about it? Who is your hero?" And then he said, "I know who is my hero. My hero is me, but in 10 years." And then 10 years later, they met again, this ongoing friendship, they met again. And then he asked him, "So Matthew, are you your hero now?" "No, I'm not. Long not. My hero is still 10 years ahead." And I found this so profound but so powerful, because it's actually really like, who is your hero? Yeah, my hero is actually myself, but in 10 years, what I want to achieve, what I want to do in life. But this is something you can only make possible by doing it, by executing it. So you have a good story, you have a camera, go ahead, start.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to agree with you on some of it because in this industry, you know, if you don't learn, I mean, especially if okay, if you're wanting to be an actor, just be an actor. That's one thing. I mean, because
Yes.
when I first started, I was running another business and it had
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with this industry. And I started that as an extra, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
really good
Yes.
at business. So it kind of moved over and then it went from that to business to this to that to this to other sets and this and acting, you know what I mean? And then
Yes.
training. But as far as anything else that I know how to do, I actually, because I read a lot, I learned that on my own. And that's
Yes.
editing. And, that's pretty much every damn thing. I read. If I can't figure it out, I will read. I might be
Yes.
cussing for about an hour to figure it out and probably wanting to throw my computer or some kind of equipment until I
Yeah, I know.
but
I
damn
know.
it, I will figure it out.
Yes. You will find a solution.
One way or another, either that computer's getting replaced or I'm going to learn it.
Yes.
One way or another. And the only way you're actually going to learn it is if you're going to get frustrated as hell. I'm not even going to lie, but you're just going to have to set your ass down and figure it out. But sometimes you will be put in them spots where you are going to have to do the shit yourself, even as a
Of
producer.
course.
Because
Of
as a
course.
producer right now for myself, for my
Yes.
movie that I'm doing, okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is that Shattered Dreams film,
Yes.
I've done alone, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the work of 30 filmmakers
Yes.
alone so far.
Mm.
And we haven't filmed yet.
Oh my God.
We're amping. I'll leave it there.
Mm.
But
Yes.
I've done the work of 30 people.
Yeah.
My
That's a
damn
big
self.
project. Yes.
I've got a village. Don't get me wrong. I've got a team ready to go. But up
Yeah.
to this point, yeah, believe me,
Yes.
it,
Yes.
you just got to learn it. You got to learn it.
100%. And there are things you just need to do by yourself. You need to figure it out by yourself. Nobody will be able to help you because it's you. That's with me at least. Yeah. That some things I need to understand first, and then only I will maybe let somebody help me, or wherever the team will take over this, because yeah, it makes sense. They are way better, but I need to understand it. I need to find a solution for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always better to learn it anyway yourself because
Yes.
sometimes that could eventually save you on your own budget if you know.
Yes. And worst case, this person is sick, that person is sick on set. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it by yourself, and maybe you lose half a day, but not one day.
Yep, I
Yeah.
agree. I definitely agree. All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to close this up. You can stay on for a second if you will. And I'm going to definitely.
Sure.
It was fun.
Thank you so much, Daphne. It
Yeah,
was
a lot of
really fun.
pissed off people after this interview. We'll never know. We'll see. All right, guys, until next time, this is Daphne logging out. We're going to say thank you, Christian, for coming on. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah, yeah, it's over, baby. You said that that you love me. You said that you care. You say that you will die for me, girl, but you know that just how that. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you do. No need to look to your left, girl, cause nothing belongs to you. Now you try me, you know you can't run them games on me. Now you creeping, I saw you stepping out with that G, yeah. Say what you wanna say, do what you wanna do, play how you wanna play. It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Say what you wanna say, do what you wanna do, play how you wanna play. It's over, you know, it's over, you know it, you know it. No more playing with my mind, no more wasting all my time, no more telling all your girlfriends that you're spending every dime. You know you don't get nothing from me. It's time to set your whole heart